Hi, my name is Sazsha. Welcome to the Muthaship. One moment. All right, let's see what our messages are for today. All right, for the center of the reading, the heart of the reading, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Six of Fire, and the Lovers. So these are major decisions about what to walk away from right now and where one's heart is, and also coming to that balance within the passion and harmony within oneself, and feeling those passions and really the truth of which reality those passions apply to. And there's also a need for nourishment, I'm hearing. So this is a great time for creative things, like anything that really engages your passion, whatever that might be for yourself. Even if it's something maybe you haven't done in a long time, the suggestion is to go and do those things, to renew yourself in that way. Let's move to the divine feminine aspect. We have the Chariot, Five of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Justice reversed, and Five of Air, Six of Water. So there's a need to go within and take off those places that you are masking yourself. So the divine feminine also having maybe a little bit of nostalgia, or just even thinking about the past and where one has been on one's journey. And there's a need to harness the creative power within you. And the message is not to spin your wheels. So go within and find something, anything within yourself that you can take steps forward in, even if some things on the path are unclear right now. And don't be worried or concerned at all about other people's influences or perceptions or judgments. And also there's a message about not being overly critical with yourself. The message is just to move. Like in the 13 Moonstone oracle that I created, there's a strong message in that card about, even if you're not able to physically move, do something entirely new or different that changes your perspective. So that's another aspect of this. But we have the Chariot card, which is talking all about harnessing those aspects of yourself, balancing out your polarity within so that you can use that movement forward. Instead of going from this thing to that thing, this thing to that thing, back and forth, you have to find the place where those two energies blend and use that energy to propel yourself. So there may also be a feeling of things not going in your favor right now, or just, I'm hearing mostly stuck and lethargic. So if you're experiencing any blocks, I definitely urge you to reach out. There's a whole community here that can help you with anything you might be going through. There's also again this message to go within yourself and and to find even one thing that is making you feel alive and passionate and vital, and bring that out of your vital being. This will help you to also take those masks off. And there is something to do with your heart chakra as well, the way in which you've been protecting your heart, that is ready to be released and cleared up now. So that's beautiful. And let's move to the divine masculine aspect. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Chariot reversed, we have, let's see, 2 threes, fire and air, and we have the Six of Swords reversed, as well as the King of Wands. So I'm seeing a direct mirror reflection with the feminine, and the masculine energy is sometimes just a little bit, I don't want to say behind in the cycle, but there is a mirroring where when that energy is brought into alignment, and we talked about this just recently when we were talking about the Chariot card, but that alignment is the same. So when those two aspects of yourself are harmonized, even if they seem completely different on like polar opposite ends, when you bring that into alignment, you're able to use that as a momentum to move forward. And this is what the divine masculine needs as well. There is some heartbreak energy, and this is getting him in touch with his deeper emotions and what's really real for him. And also, he's not ready to move, or actually I'm hearing he doesn't know what direction to move in. It's not that he's not willing, he just doesn't know right now. He's very passionate. He does know on some levels of how he feels about things, and he knows what he wants, but he doesn't understand how to get through these things right now. He's in that process, and the energy for movement is there, and so there just needs to be some more alignment. And also the masculine has a need for learning, especially like maybe more about what his path is about right now. He's opening up to some more esoteric things that may be unfamiliar to him, and it's time for him to start taking the journey. So those are two aspects that could be enhanced on his path right now. But right now I'm hearing there's a lot of acceptance avoidance going on. And for those of you that don't know what acceptance avoidance is, it's kind of a thing that happens in your psyche. Mostly comes from childhood wounding, but it can come from other places too. And acceptance avoidance is where you kind of get stuck in a loop of avoiding things that are painful, not wanting to repeat them. But this is asking us to look at those things and to also take the necessary steps to go through them. So part of what's happening in the divine masculine is his heart's getting that sometimes painful awakening. But when pain is held in the heart chakra, it needs to be able to open. He's having some tower moments as well. And let's get a few more cards out. We have the Crone, the Five of Earth, and the Nine of Water. Oh, this is cool. So this is his path is being pointed out to him, even by his guidance team and his spirit helpers, and even ancestors are helping him on his path right now. And he is hearing these deeper callings of his soul. And actually, I'm hearing some of these are past life things that he's been working through. So we all know that past life stuff can be really challenging because sometimes it's hard to locate and to understand why we feel the way we feel. But he is in control of his destiny, and he does know that he has been Well, I'm hearing a few things about what he knows. And I'm not going to expose all that right now, but he is taking stock of how he's been acting and reacting with people and noticing how he has been affecting people. He's very consciously aware of this. And he is kind of working on balancing that energy within himself, that raw, undivided, potent energy. And this is also a part of the process of his change as he's opening up to these things. And he is getting aligned. He's getting more centered in his emotions, and his third eye is opening. He's receiving higher messages and getting more connected in with his higher divinity. And let's check on the divine feminine aspects. We have the Nine of Earth, the Four of Water, and the Seven of Swords. So this is taking a deep look within and getting to the truth of all matter. There's also being called to tell you about a cosmic law. I forget the name of this, but it's when two things share a similar concept, like you can bring those two aspects together to enhance what you're manifesting. So when you're working on your, let's just use the analogy of money right now, because that's something I feel we've all been working on. When you're doing your abundance work, it's good to actually use money. Those are two things that are alike. So I just wanted to briefly touch on that, but you can discover more about cosmic law. I believe also Joey is bringing out some cosmic law programs pretty soon, so you can check up on his channel. Also, the earth connection is very important to this as well, and learning why you're on the earth, learning about your connection to the earth, learning about the laws of the planet, that type of thing. You're having a big transformation here though, and you're receiving higher wisdom. You're going within. There's a huge message about finding the rhythm and the flow, and there's a big transformation happening with what you do as well, where you put your energy. So it's time to look at yourself, even if there's aspects of yourself that you don't particularly like or haven't enjoyed. Those need to be integrated as well and accepted within the self. Because when you truly see through your third eye, you see the beauty of all things. You see the beauty of your own duality. And let's get a few guidance cards. For the heart of the reading, we have don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. This is a call to really stand up for your heart and your passion and what you want, and understand that you can go for everything that you want. For the divine feminine, we have fertility, a beautiful time to open up to those creative endeavors and working on your passion in this way, bringing your passions out to share with the world and planting those seeds for future cycles as well, and really coming into that harmonious aspect with yourself. There's a huge transformation in what you do and what you plant right now, and the types of endeavors you're coming into. And also your earth connection is reflected here too. And for the divine masculine aspect, we have guiding children. And this is a reminder that you need to work with that inner child, as well as actually, if you can, play with actual children or children of your own, or as a teacher or role model. Any of these will be helping your inner child to heal right now.